What's going on, y'all? This your boy Chris Simmons coming to you with another special episode on this third day of February, third day of Black History Month. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters and my ancestors out there who fought and gave their lives to be able to help us have some of these freedoms that we have today. So of course, I cannot just skip over Black History Month. I know it gets skipped over, but I always like to, recognize that and honor, people like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. I can keep going on, but you already know what it is. Always got to honor them and respect and give my respects to them because I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my ancestors. So I always got to give credit where credit is due. So that's why I had to do my little quick Black History Month shout out. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things involved with Black History Month. I know my school got some events that they got going on, so I'm gonna be attending those, in attendance, being part of conversations, being able to figure out some solutions on how to continue to make progress here. So that's what we got going on. But anyway, what a great way to kick off Black History Month with another sister all the way from Virginia, somewhere in Virginia, near Richmond. You already know what it is. I think I went to Virginia one time. I cannot remember. I think I might have been younger, but I really don't remember Virginia. I think I might have been over there. But anyway, she on the East Coast. I don't know what the weather is like out there, but I know right now snow's coming down. It's about to be about 14 inches by the end of this day. So hopefully the weather where she at is a lot better. But she is actually a former athlete. She graduated from North Carolina A&T. She was a former basketball player. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to play her 101 real quick, you know what I'm saying? See if she still got the skills to pay the bills. But anyway, yeah, she's a former athlete, but now she looks to be a fitness influencer on her Instagram page who is on a mission to help others, to help motivate others to get into the gym and stay in shape. So without further ado, let me introduce y'all to Miss Whitney. What's going on with you, girl? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. So happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So like what's the scenery looking like out there? Is it pretty? Is it snowing out there or not really?
Honestly, I'm sitting in front of the window right now and it is raining. It is a little dreary here, but you know what? We're staying upbeat. So
got you. All right. Well, that's better than what we getting because right now I'm looking outside my window. That snow coming down pretty hard. Luckily, I was able to prepare beforehand. Because I know we had a storm last month on Martin Luther King Day, and it snowed a total of 16 inches. And I did not listen to my mom because my mom told me, yo, like, son, like, did you go grocery shopping?
You got to listen to your mom. You know better.
Well, I mean, I do know now because she told me to go out beforehand. And I was like, well, I don't think it's going to snow that bad. I was thinking we're going to get the low end, but we got the maximum. We got like above the predicted amount. So right. I could not go nowhere last time. And I was down to eating frozen turkey burgers. And if it would have snowed another day, if I know you ain't big in that because you know what I'm saying, I'll be seeing what you be making on your page. I see the meals that you making. We're gonna get into talking about that here in a minute. But yeah, I was down in the frozen turkey burgers. I ran out of bread too. That was like my last piece of bread. So I was about to like ask my roommates, like, if it would have snowed another day, I'm like, yo, can I get some food? Because I was right. But luckily I was able to go out the next day. But this time I actually prepared. So a few days before I went out to the store and got what I needed. And my mama actually called me last night. She said, son, did you get your groceries? I said, yes, ma'am. I said, yes, ma'am. I'm prepared. I am ready for this time. But the only thing I wish I would have got was a shovel because I went out yesterday and I went to two different places. I went to Walmart and I went to the AutoZone. And I asked the people, I said, yo, y'all got some shovels? And they were like, oh, no, we out. I'm like, y'all crazy.
You went too late.
I
did.
You
can't wait. You have to go before the snow hits. That's you know.
Bro, but it's so crazy how people be anticipating though. Like people literally went in there and bought up all the stuff. You're telling me people went there and bought all the supply. Come on now.
That's how it goes. You know, when the pandemic hit, everybody was buying toilet paper.
Bro, what was the point of toilet paper though? Why the toilet paper? Why the toilet paper?
We're not toilet paper. We're not. Like,
I mean, out of everything that you need, toilet paper is on the list. Like,
toilet paper.
Come on now. But I don't know.
It's essential, I guess. I don't know.
I don't even know. That's crazy though. But yeah, like I said, I'm good now. But I'll just
Good.
do what I did last time, where I just, do it the old school way. Just use my hands
Mm.
and just get the body.
Oh,
Now I already
I did not
have.
know you were gonna say that.
Now let me say something. See, I have like this car. It's like an SUV, and it doesn't require a whole lot of shoveling around it. Just because it's so big, it can just run over the snow. It's perfect for like areas like Cleveland, because it snow all the time up here. So it's no big deal. I all I need to do is just get by the tires, and once I get the tires clear, I can just run that boy over.
You straight.
So I'm good. But yeah. But anyway, we're gonna get right into the discussion today. Now, Miss Whitney, I know I've been keeping up with you a little bit on Instagram, and like I said, I see you doing a lot of things with fitness, and you look good and everything, beautiful,
Thank you. I
everything.
try.
Oh yeah, no, you looking good. I see you doing your thing on Instagram, and I'm sure there's probably people wondering, how do I get like that? You know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I want to ask you this question. First of all, how did you get started in this journey? Like, was it easy to get on this path to being passionate about working out, or were there some struggles that came with it?
Oh yeah, definitely struggles. Nothing worth having is ever easy. I kind of well, first start with saying I've always been into fitness. I've since I was a kid, I've done like all different sports, right? Like karate, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, like you name it. I've tried it. But one thing that really stuck with me was basketball and just fitness in general. So I went to college, I played basketball there. And after college, I kind of entered the workforce and that fitness aspect of my life just kind of fell off. And I'm sure like that's a conversation for a lot of athletes that don't go to the league or play professionally. So I kind of got back into fitness after that, and definitely a struggle to maintain it. Because like just getting back into it wasn't easy, but like after, finding people that were passionate about the same things and kind of us motivating each other, it just kind of propelled me to, get back into it and stay with it.
Okay, I got you. So, what specifically, like, what type of workouts do you be doing?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say a little bit of everything, but I do a lot of resistance training. So a lot of weights.
Okay.
I used to do a lot of boxing. That was really fun for me. I love to box. It's like a release for me. You can get out a lot of aggression and stuff with boxing. So I do that. I do some cardio, some running. I know a lot of people don't like to do cardio and run and stuff, but I enjoy it. It lets me like clear my mind and stuff like that. So that's a little bit of like some of the fitness stuff I do.
Okay. I would have to say that for me, like personally, like I love resistance training. I'm more into strength training.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just like building that muscle. Now I know
Yep.
everybody focuses on different aspects of training. Do you be training your upper body, or are you like one of those girls that's like, I do a lot of lower body and rarely any upper body?
Yeah. So I get it. Like women doing upper body, they're like, I don't want to look a certain way and all the things. But I do train upper body. I don't do it as often as I train lower body, just because like just for me personally. But I do train upper body too. I do resistance training, definitely not as often as lower body. That's my favorite to do to work out, is to do lower body. But I do both. I will say I do both.
Okay. Yeah. Now what's your so you would say like training legs is probably your favorite, or
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think
Like
that's
my dad used to work out and stuff. He kind of like that's kind of what got me into the gym really. So he trains upper body, lower body. He used to be really big, like bodybuilder kind of big.
Ooh.
But yeah, so I love training legs.
Mm. Well, I think that's like every girl's response right there. Legs is probably like what I see a lot of girls doing in the gym. It's like with dudes, we do a lot of upper body. Some dudes skip legs. Now
Right. You
I
don't
was
do that.
well, see, I was on that train for a little bit. Like a few years ago, I would like skip legs. Like if I skipped a workout, it'd be legs. And
Right, but you'll get like the upper body, but like your legs will be lagging behind. You're like,
exactly,
okay, well,
I get the chicken legs, you know what I'm saying? Like I just had a huge upper body with the small legs, but if you
right. You gotta even it out.
exactly, like you gotta be proportional. So I started getting back on legs. Now I wasn't able to train legs for a whole year just because I had a Achilles injury. and I was not able to like do legs. But I think after that injury, I kind of started, doing legs again because I understood the importance of having those strong legs and just being able to, develop those legs, have those strong calves. Because when I was doing therapy, that's all I did was legs. I had to get used to legs because I was doing a lot of calf work because the Achilles tendon kind of connects your calf. So if that snaps, you out of commission. And you have to really work on strengthening those calves. So I really, developed a love-hate relationship with legs. It's not my favorite, but it's like it separates the men from boys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Boys. So I tend to do when I'm doing legs, I do front squat and hack squat. I don't know. Are you big into like back squats or at all or not really?
Yeah. I love back squats, front squats. I love the lunges. I love all of that stuff. I love like just challenging my body. So that those things are fun for me. I love going up in weight and all that. Yeah.
So like what's your squat looking like? Like is it pretty heavy? Can you squat pretty heavy?
We're not gonna talk about that right now. No. See, I just got back. Listen.
Come on now.
No, well, see, listen, I just got back into like doing squats again and stuff. So I'm just building my way up. I think some people like rush into it, and especially like if you're coming back into it, you're new, they just want to quickly build up. No. Like I'll start with the bar, I'll add a few pounds, and I'll work my way up. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, no rush for me.
All right. Well, how many days you be doing it? You do it like 4 or 5 times a day, 4 or 5 times a week, or
I was like, whoa, 4 or 5 times a day. I'm sounding like Superwoman. No, I go about right now 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and I honestly, when I first started, I was like, oh, I need to train every day. I gotta go. And I've just realized like that's not to reach my goals that I want. I don't have to go every day. So, on my rest days, those are definitely my rest days. Like I'm walking or I'm just stretching or something like that. But honestly, I go to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay. That's a pretty good amount. I think that's like a good starting point. Like
exactly.
If you're getting into the gym, like 3 to 4, times a week. I think that's a pretty optimal level. Like some people, they go every day. I'm not a big, advocate of going every day. But 3 times a week, like I only weight train 4 times a week, 4 times a week. So, I think that's a good amount, of times to go to the gym. And if you're getting at least like 45 minutes to an hour, in the gym, some people, they do 2-3 hours. I don't know what you can be doing for 2 to 3 hours. I really don't.
Listen, I started like that though. Like when I went back to the gym, I was in there forever, and I realized I need to be in there that long. Like, I was tired. After a while, like your body's gonna fatigue. You're kind of working against yourself if you're in there for too long.
Okay. So I know you mentioned that you were a former athlete, and I know that
former, still current athlete, always an athlete. Once an athlete, always an athlete.
Okay. All right. So you still be going to the park, putting up shots?
Absolutely. I love to play. I haven't done it as much lately, but I love it. I love the competition. Yeah, for sure.
When I refer to like former athletes, like, I'm sure when you played in college, you were on like a strict schedule, right? Your coach probably had you, getting up, working out, going to this, going to that, working out again, practicing. It's probably like a repetitive process, right? And you kind of get accustomed to it, like, because it's a part of your routine. But I know a lot of athletes, right, when they get out of that, structured environment, they tend to lack motivation. What I'm saying? Like, I know, like, when people, are used to working out every day as an athlete, being on that schedule, sometimes they lose that discipline to, stay on that routine to where they're constantly working on their body. So for you, how did you maintain that? You know what I'm saying? How were you still able to get on your own routine and still able to, discipline yourself to work out?
That's a great question. I didn't. Like when I graduated college, I kind of just went into work mode, and like fitness wasn't the first thing on my mind, obviously, So getting back into that was a challenge. But one day I was looking in the mirror, I was like, this isn't the Whit that I recognize. I'm used to going to the gym, used to like eating better than what I was eating. But I definitely think feeling motivated is a fleeting feeling, right? It's just a feeling. It's never gonna be constant. So I didn't really rely on motivation to like get me back into it. Something I always tell people is like, you have to build those good habits and be disciplined. So like on those days when you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like working out, you're tired, like you'll have those good habits. It's just your daily routine. So I had to like really push myself to get started back into it. But after that, like I just started to build that habit of like going to the gym, and the days I didn't want to go, it was just like part of my lifestyle. I just went. But yeah, it was definitely a struggle. It was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard.
Yeah, no, I know. Like I said, with a lot of athletes, they tend to fall off a little bit. I know
Yep.
when I was playing sports, like I honestly like just never lost that passion. Like I don't know what it was. It was hard for me to get started. Don't get me wrong, because my dad was always like, "Are you working out? Are you getting your workouts in?" I'm like, "No." But
Yeah.
once I just kind of saw like what it could do to my body, I just kind of stuck with me, and I still do it to this day. Like even though I'm not playing sports no more, like I still do it. Like I still make it priority. Like I don't know
Right.
how early you get up, but I get up sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hello.
You say hello. Is
Back
that
in
is
the
that
day early. I love it.
is that pretty good? Could
That's definitely good. I used to do that too. I tend to sleep in a little bit more now, not 6 a.m. That's a little early for me at the moment, but definitely I love to start my day early.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I just like working out in the mornings. I've worked
Mhm.
out in the afternoons. I've tried working out in the evenings, but I just think the mornings, just to be able to get up and be able to start your day off, with a workout is like
Yep.
my coffee. I don't drink coffee, but
Same.
I just think that working out is kind of like my coffee. Like it gives me
Yeah,
energy
you
in the
gotta
morning.
right. You gotta find what works for you, right? Some people go in the afternoon, some people go super early in the morning to like wake themselves up. Like you just gotta find what really works for you. For me, it's between, right? Like sometimes I'll go super late at night, especially if I'm busy. I'll go at night, but I try to go in the mornings too. It definitely helps me jumpstart my day for sure.
Yeah, I definitely like for those of you who may have made that same old resolution. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do this, that. I'm gonna start working out. Just try it one time. I'm telling you, just try it. Just get up in the morning one time and
Mhm.
just go to the gym and try it. Like, what I'm saying? Like, just find like one of your favorite exercise. Like pick your favorite exercise and just do it. Like, what I'm saying? That's one way you can, just see how you like it. And if you don't like going in the morning, I mean, you can go in the afternoon, you can go in the evening. Like I got a roommate who goes as late as like 10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Like, what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. Like everybody's different. But if you do go in the mornings, I recommend getting sleep, because I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, I can, I don't have to, get that much sleep. I only have to wake up. I can only sleep for like 5, 6 hours and then get up and work out. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're gonna go in the morning, get the proper sleep,
Yep.
because like I said, I used to be like, I tried to be hard. I tried to be like, yeah, I can, go to sleep for 3 hours and then wake up and then go to the gym and work out. But really, it was affecting my performance. And during the days, like I would get tired. Like I'd be living off this high for a minute, and all of a sudden around 2, 3 o'clock, I'd be crashing. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I decided that okay, I'm gonna get in the bed earlier, right? And I'm gonna get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and go work out like I normally do. And I've noticed the difference. I noticed the
Absolutely.
difference in my performance at the gym. So definitely, if you go in the morning, definitely get a good night's sleep before. That's why I recommend get up in the morning and go after it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I will say, like, you touched on people going to the gym at night and stuff. I will also say, like, if you're just starting back and you're kind of nervous and shy, definitely go at night. That's like when there's not a lot of people there. So if you're like getting started, go later. And, there's not going to be a lot of people there. You can kind of test out stuff. You can test out machines and, kind of start from there. So you just
Yeah.
got to find what works for you, really.
Yeah, if you're one of those people that's like self-conscious about people looking at
Mhm.
you, either the morning or the night. Like if you go early in the morning, there ain't gonna be nobody there. If you go late at night, nobody gonna be there. Just don't go around 4 or 5 o'clock. Because if you go around 4 or 5 o'clock, like to your local gym, it's gonna be packed. Because that's when people getting off work.
Everyone's off from work. Everyone's in the gym. It's packed. You're
Exactly.
waiting for machines. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, but you definitely like, it, like I said, it really don't matter. But I know that, some people, like there was this one girl who I used to work out with, and she was telling me how, there's something called gym anxiety. I don't know if you ever had that before. Like, I don't know if that's real or not, but I know some people, are self-conscious about, people look at them. I'm gonna just be
Yep.
real. I don't think when you go to the gym, for the most part, nobody really looking at you like that, because most of them, 80% of the time, people are like focused on what they're doing. So for those who are just getting started, usually if I'm going to the gym, I got like two workout partners. I got my friend and his girlfriend. They usually come, in the mornings, and we work out together and stuff like that. Find your partner. There's nothing wrong with working out by yourself. I do it. I do it every now and again. But I just know, like, having that accountability partner is key. Because I feel like I'm my friend's accountability partner. Like, there was a time where my man asked me if I wanted to go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I remember, like, I pulled up to the gym, right? So this is a story I'm gonna tell. So I pulled up to the gym, and it was like 6 o'clock on the dot. And my man texted me, he's like, "Oh, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to go in the afternoon. I overslept my alarms." So I called my man. I said, "Hey, bro, what you doing?" He's like, "Hey, man, I'm a little tired." I said, "Nah, you gonna get up and get to the gym, bro." I said, "You gonna have me coming here at 6 o'clock? You gotta, do your part as well." So he said, "All right, I'm coming." So he was a little late. He was 15 minutes late, but he still got there, around 6 o'clock in the morning, because I held him accountable. Because I said, "You're not gonna do that." I said, "You're not gonna just ask me to go at 6, and you're not gonna go at 6." I said, we're gonna hold each other accountable." So these are the type of people you need to surround yourself with if you're going to go into the gym. Like, people who are going to hold you accountable and are not going to let you, like, make up excuses as to why you can't go. So having those accountability partners. Now, if you do go to the gym by yourself, I do recommend getting some headphones, listening to some music, block out the noise, because it'll help you stay in the zone. So
Absolutely.
definitely, like I said, those are like my tips, in terms of, getting started in the gym. Because, like I said, this is something I'm passionate about. And, I know a lot of people talk about doing it, but they don't ever do it. So, you just got to find, what works for you. But anyway, I know that there's more than just working out. And, I know that, big part of getting results is basically eating healthy. Now, I do see that you got like a little, what is it called? Like these little sub stories in your Instagram.
Oh, Good Eats. It's called Good Eats.
Yeah, Good Eats. Yeah, I see. I'm looking at it right now as we're speaking, and I'm looking at some of these meals. I'm like, man, these look pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely need to steal some of these recipes right here, because these look like the bomb. Now, for you, like, I know it looks like you're pretty good on eating healthy. Why don't you like talk about like what does that look like? What do you eat throughout the week to, help energize and refuel your body?
Yeah, so it's difficult because sometimes I do meal preps because I don't really have that time to cook. So it is difficult. And honestly, I'll say, to keep it simple, my go-to is, when I'm running behind, baked chicken, broccoli, and rice. Like, if I don't have time, it's simple, it's fast. Like, I can get it go. But sometimes I do like to mix it up. Like, and I'm not the person that's shy from going on Google and looking at recipes. Like, don't be afraid to do that. I love doing that, and trying new things. So some of those recipes you see on there are some stuff that I've grabbed from Google, and I'm just like, hey, let me try this and put my own spin on it. One thing I love to eat is I honestly love a lot of baked chicken, and I do like a Caesar wrap. It's super easy, it's fast, it's quick. Like, I love a quick, easy, healthy meal. So that's kind of like my kind of go-tos.
Okay. So yeah, I would have to say, yeah, grilled chicken. Like, do you do fresh chicken, or you like get the frozen pack?
Oh, well, it's the frozen pack. What do you mean fresh chicken?
Like,
Like off the farm?
No, like, like the chicken breast, like the raw chicken breast.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's frozen.
Okay. No,
I mean, it's not.
Like the one that comes like in the pack, like, like not the Tyson, not the Tyson. I'm not talking about the Tyson.
Oh.
Yeah, like the Tyson frozen. I'm talking like, do you get it? Like, I understand it's like refrigerated or frozen, but it's like, is it like, the one where you can put the season on it, or is it the one that comes in a Tyson bag and you just put it in the microwave?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm seasoning my own chicken and doing all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, when you buy stuff that's already like, I guess, kind of pre-cooked and stuff like that,
Right.
I just like to know what's going into my food a lot of the time.
Okay.
I can't always do that, obviously, but I like to do my own thing. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. No. That's what I was trying to figure out, because I got a roommate who likes to get the frozen pre-made chicken from Walmart, and he likes to eat that every week. So I didn't know how you felt. I'm more about fresh, not frozen. So like if it's the raw pink chicken, that's what I'm talking about. The raw pink chicken where you put the seasoning on it, you know what I'm saying? Put it in the oven, bake it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wash it off and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's the type. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what you were eating, because I know a lot of that processed stuff is not necessarily the best for you. Now I do. Not. I'm with you. Like I've gotten into trying to put better things in my body, because I know that beforehand I was like one of those people where it's like, okay, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna go hard, work out 4 or 5 days a week, and then just put a bunch of crap in my body, like, because I was like, before 2020, where I was like, all right, I'm gonna go hard in the gym, but then I'm gonna go to Wendy's, give me a burger and fries, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really understand like how beneficial eating healthy was, you know what I'm saying? Like refueling your body, which is the part that people don't do. Like that's the part of being disciplined. And that's why now I'm a big advocate for, putting healthy foods in your body. Now I don't know. Do you track calories? Are you into tracking calories or not really?
No, I do not track calories. Nothing against it. That's just not something that I do. And I know, like, honestly, a lot of people, they think the hardest part about working out is going to the gym, right? It's the actual workout. No, the hardest part is what you're putting in your body, what you're eating, because it's so easy to go to a fast food restaurant. Like, it's called fast food for a reason, right? It's so easy to go pick up something fast. But the hard part and the discipline comes in like cooking your meals, or when you go out, noticing what you're eating, not just being like, oh, this looks good, like I'm about to eat it because this is what I want. But sometimes you have to have that discipline and just put those good habits, because like if you do it a couple of times, you'll realize subconsciously, like you're going to your restaurants now, and you don't want all that processed food now. You're like, I don't even crave that anymore. So like once you start doing it, you can definitely build those habits, and your body will thank you. Trust me, it will. You'll notice a difference.
Yeah. See, I see the way I started, with eating healthier was last year I had a roommate who would order these meal kits. So he did the every plate. And I'm walking in the kitchen, I'm like, yo, like this smell good, like for real. Like what you cooking? He's like, yo, I got these every plate meals. It's like a meal kit. It's like Hello Fresh. I don't know if you heard of Hello Fresh, but like that. But it's called every plate. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, this smells pretty good. Like he was in there chopping up onions, carrots, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. I'm like, yo, like
okay,
this is pretty cool. And so I was like, yo, like, put me on. And so he put me on to it. And, I was realizing like some of the meals that came with it, some of it would be like chicken with carrots and lemon caucus, or some stuff I've never heard before, or it comes with like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, you know what I'm saying, fresh potatoes, stuff like that. So I was like, yo, like this is actually pretty cool right here. And I started eating it, I started cooking it and eating it, and I'm like, man, like this is really healthy. Like, and I noticed the difference in how I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like eating generally healthy, like gives you that energy that you need.
It gives you energy. You're not as sluggish. Like it just helps your body in so many ways. I've even noticed that for myself. Like when I'm not eating well, like I'm more tired, maybe a little bit more irritable. Like all those things come from just what you're putting inside of your body. And I think some people, like, they don't realize how much of a difference it can make for you, but it's made a world of difference for me. And as far as my workouts, like it gives me that energy too. I know a lot of people take supplements and stuff like that, not against them, because I take supplements too. But the food you put in your body, it's a big part.
Exactly. I don't think people realize, that, what you put in your body is like going to be the fuel that allows you to propel forward. So, I like I said, like definitely eating the right foods and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that you got to give up, some of these favorite foods that you have. I'm not saying that at all. Like
No, you gotta live.
if you like ice cream, I mean, go ahead and eat the ice cream. You feel me? But
Yep.
just not like every day though. Like if you like to eat out, you know what I'm saying? Like go ahead and eat out. Eat the burger and fries. Like I would sit here and lie to you.
It's everything in moderation, honestly. Like you can't just like not eat some of your favorite food. That's not living. That's
Right.
everything in moderation.
Right. But as long as you're disciplined with it. So like with me, like, 4 days a week. So Monday through Thursday, right? I'm making meals for myself. Like I'm staying and I'm cooking. But Fridays, like what I call my cheat day, because that's where on Fridays, me and my roommates, we go out, I know last Friday we went out to Steakies, this like Philly cheesesteak place. I had like this steaky sandwich. It had like freaking it had the Philly cheesesteak, it had the Philly cheesesteak on there, whatever you call it, the beef. And then they had like the jalapenos, the banana peppers, the onions. It had bacon, fries, steaky sauce. So it had all that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you had a cheat day.
I had a cheat day. Yeah, it's like all day. Like I had that, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe I think I had a little dessert afterwards. I know the week before that, I had Five Guys with a shake. So I'm telling you, like, there's nothing wrong with going out and splurging, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy these foods, but you
I
don't.
agree.
But you don't want to like do this every day though.
Right. And I will say, like, depending on your goals, right? Everyone has a different goal. If you're like a bikini competitor or if you're a bodybuilder, right, they're gonna be eating differently. But for cheat days, for me personally, I try to do a cheat meal. So even though it's a cheat day, I'm not eating like pizza for breakfast and then, just all day long. I honestly try to keep it to like a cheat meal, but those are just for me to hit my goals. Again, you have to find what works best for you, works best for your body. So like, if you want to have a cheat day, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can do it, but just realize like what your goals are for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody's different, but
everybody's different. Exactly.
Yeah. But for the most part, you want to be making sure that you put those right foods in your body. Mm-hmm. Now, we probably got about 15 minutes. So I noticed how in your bio it says NASMCPT. So what is that? What does that mean?
I am a personal trainer. I got certified last year. I got certified. I took my test. I passed. I would say that was a challenging test. And I never thought I was going to be a personal trainer or anything like that. That was never like in my plans at all. But, I kind of fell into fitness and I was like, this is something I'm really passionate about. I'm really passionate about helping women, people feel their best, feel confident. I'm like, this is something I can really do. So I was like, why not go all the way? So I got the book, I purchased the program. I'm like, I'm going to do this. So yeah, I got certified and I'm a personal trainer.
All right. So personal training, like, so does that involve working one-on-one with clients and, helping them try to reach their fitness goals and stuff?
Mm-hmm. So I can, like, I'm certified to do that. I haven't done that yet. I'm leaning more towards doing some online things. So I want people to stay tuned for that because I'm really excited. I've been working on some projects just to help people from wherever they are in the world. So.
All right. So do you plan on trying to launch like any fitness programs or anything like that to put out there for the people?
It's in the works, and I will stay tuned because you guys are going to see it's going to be really great. And I've been working really hard on it. So I'm like one of those people that I know nothing can be perfect, but I like to get as close to it as possible. So definitely stay tuned.
Okay. Now I've actually like low key like wanted to be a fitness trainer myself because I've been into fitness. Like I said, like I made up this like brand called Big Boss Training. Like it was between me and my friend, like because like when my friend started working out with me, like he was like really skinny, could barely move any heavy weight. But now, I'm proud of him. He went from barely being able to bench 135 to now he's benching 225 for almost 2 reps. So like he's came a long way. And, I remember putting him through the workouts and he's like, man, that was hard. he's like, man, like I feel sore and stuff like that. And I was like pushing on putting it through him. And I came up with this phrase. I'm like, man, you coming to big boss training, bro. So it was like it was funny. I got a t-shirt. I made a t-shirt about it. So I like I said, I've low-key wanted to be a trainer. So knowing that you are certified now, like what was the process like? Like, did you have to how long did it take you to get certified again?
Yeah, it took me, I think it was 6 months. I think they give you about 6 months to do it, to learn the material. So it took me about 6 months to do it. Took the test online. It was a lot of information. Like on the weekends, I'm at home, I'm studying. They're like, let's go out somewhere. I'm like, no, I gotta study for this test. But yeah, it was a lot that goes into it. And I think if you really understand the material, you really take your time and like you're not just skimming over it. You're really trying to like learn how the body functions and just everything. Like you'll be fine on the test. But it was a lot. It was just a challenge. But I like challenges, so.
All right. I'm gonna have to look into that for real.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah, definitely. Now, do you plan on opening your own gym pretty soon? I go to
that. You know what? Whoa, we're like way in the future here. Way in the future, like baby.
Hey, you gotta think big though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Listen, I'm totally. But as far as the gym, I don't know yet. That could be something that I aspire to do, but I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know. Would you come to my gym if I open it? You gotta come to me.
Yeah, I told you. Listen, I gotta support. You know what I'm saying? I gotta support the sister. You know what I'm saying? I love supporting Black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? So if you open one, like I'll definitely come to it. Just as long as you come to mine when I open mine, when it's gonna be called Big Boss Training, and we're gonna have a.
And I love it. I'm in there.
Exactly. So like I say, like you just gotta think big for real. Like if you took the time to get certified, you know what I'm saying, you want to use that. You feel me? So like, absolutely. I know for me, like that's one of the things I would love to do, like in my free time, is like being able to train clients and be able to help them reach their fitness goals. Because like I said, I'm low key doing it with like the people I work out with now. Like I know, like I've been working with them for a little bit, and they get excited. They get excited. They love the results. But I know when I put them through the work, they're like, oh man, we got to do this.
The process is hard. Yeah, but I think it's so rewarding to see people, like when you work in your body, you work in your fitness, like it just trickles out into your life. You just get more confident. You feel better about yourself. I just think there's so many things that you're doing work in the gym, but it affects all aspects of your life. So yeah, it's a lot into it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I know we about to wrap up. We're here real soon, but I want to ask you this final question. I know that we talked a lot about you in the gym, going, you taking care of your body, when it comes to eating. When you're not in the gym, what does that look like? How are you still able to maintain that healthy lifestyle outside of the gym and eating?
Yeah, I would say, honestly, I do a lot of stretching. I go get massages. I love a massage, tight muscles.
I'm about to get one in 2 weeks.
You have to take care of yourself. I love self-care. Like all that goes into it. And when you're training your body, you're pushing it all the time. Like that time to recover, that time to relax, whether that's meditating or like just going out for a walk in the sun, all those things go into taking care of me or like yourself, right? So I do all those little things. Yeah, but definitely massages. I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to speaking of massages, like like I told you, I'm about to get one in 2 weeks. I haven't got a massage in some years. I haven't got one since 2018.
Oh Lord, yeah, you do.
She said, "Oh Lord," she said, "Oh my goodness." But yeah, I definitely need to go back and get a massage. For me, yeah, yoga has been something I've developed doing, every weekly, because I used to be really tight, playing sports, like my hips and hamstrings, particularly my legs. That's why I kept skipping legs, because my legs were always so tight. But, I learned to be able to take care of that, doing yoga definitely helps your body physically and mentally. Because
absolutely.
Yeah. So I do that. For me, I don't know. Are you into reading? Because
Oh, I love to read. I
I love,
love reading.
see, I see. I don't know.
It's mind and body. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, see, I don't know if most of my audiences know this, but I am a reader. Like, I was I had a conversation with some fellas the other day. I know a lot of people my age, they like playing the video games, the PS5, watching TV, Netflix, what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't do none of that. And
Mm.
they're like, they're like, what do you do? I said, I'll be reading. Like, this one of these books I'm reading right here. I actually purchased this book on Amazon, and it's called The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. She's a sister, really, really phenomenal author, talking about the mass incarceration. And I'm also reading another book called The Rage of Innocence. So, I'm a reader. This is what I do throughout my day. If you wondering like, what do I do if I don't watch TV, I don't watch Netflix, I don't play video games, what could you be doing? I'm reading, I'm studying, trying to stimulate my mind. Because, I love doing things that's going to help me grow, as a person, as a human. So that's what I do. And I love it. It's really
Yeah.
relaxing. It's really relaxing. I've always loved to read. I've always have loved to read, but I think in school, it kind of took away that passion because, in school, there was like, oh, you need to read this, do some
They're
analysis.
telling you what to read, right? Yeah.
Right.
They're like, hey, read this.
It's like a lot of the books I read in school, it's like, okay, I read it, I'm confused. I'm just like, what did I just get from reading that? You know what I'm saying? So now that I have the choice to be able to pick out my own books, I've been able to enjoy that. And for those of you who probably don't know, I also got a book out there on Amazon called Step Towards Your Purpose. So definitely go check that out. I had the passion for writing a book last year. So, like I said, I'm really into books. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that. That is so awesome.
Yeah,
No, you know you have a book.
Yeah, sister, go check me out. Step Towards Your Purpose on Amazon. Yeah, definitely go check my book out. Yeah. It's
That's
not
awesome. You know what? And I think that you hit on something important, right? Some people like they're watching TV, they're scrolling on social media. Like honestly, I feel like you need to be mindful of what you feed yourself mentally, right? Because like I feel like on social media, you're scrolling, you're looking at other people's lives. Like, is that really helping you at the end of the day? Or you're just comparing all the time? So definitely reading and like just, putting your mind in other places that are positive and welcoming those positive things in your life, like that's really big. That's something that's relaxing for me too. Yeah. So spending like, I guess, limiting your time on social media is also really big. That's helpful for me too.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Like, because I know like social media now with the addition of TikTok, I know like there was a dude that I was talking to yesterday. He said he be on TikTok for like 12 hours. I'm like, bro, I don't know how you do that.
You
Like
get lost scrolling. Yeah.
That's a lot of time, bro. It's like, and like I said, like I just don't know if I can do that. Like maybe back when I was in high school, like yeah, that was when like social media was first starting to get introduced. And
Right.
I was all on there, man. But like I said, like when you're on there for so much, like it just kind of, you look up and you just like lost. You know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely important to like take care of your mental health, like, outside of things that you normally do. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely important to take care of yourself throughout the day. And just take care of your mental, man, because like I said, I had a conversation yesterday with a lady about suicide, and I know that there was a young lady who committed suicide not too long ago, and she had a promising career, and it's just unfortunate how she went out, but that's why it's always important to take care of your mental health. Like that's why we're big advocates of going to the gym, because that could help, being able to meditate, do mindful practices, because it's important. Because if you don't have it straight up here, it's just going to be very hard for you to take care, to go out and do some of these things, because your mental's
and
not
definitely talk to people. Yeah, I agree. And definitely talk to people of like, if you need help, there's always someone there. You're never alone. There's so many resources for you. And a gym, I know the gym and working out as an outlet for a lot of people, but there's so many other outlets that people can turn to. So yeah, just if anyone's watching this and listening to this, just like know that you're never alone. There's always someone there to listen. You can hit me up on wherever, someone's always there to listen. You're never alone.
And speaking of getting in contact, you already know you can follow Miss Whitney on IG at wit.fit. So again, follow
Yeah.
Miss Whitney on Instagram at wit.fit. I'll make sure to put the link in the description. And you can also reach out to me as well on Instagram at disinfecting your life. That's no spaces, no capitals. Once again, follow me on Instagram at disinfecting your life. There's no spaces, no capitals. And definitely go check out my link tree in my bio. I got all the links to the podcast. And, I implemented something new. I got connect calls. So if you want to have like a little 15, 30-minute conversation with me about anything, I'm making myself available. And it's free. So it's not like I'm charging you to talk. It's not like I'm charging you to come talk to me. Like, it's free because I understand, like, people just need somebody to talk to. So, I'm going to make myself available to y'all. And definitely go check out my book, Step Towards Your Purpose. If you know somebody that is in need of finding out their purpose and they're trying to figure out where to start, go check out my book, man. I got a lot of principles, a lot of personal stories in there, that will help somebody, whether it's your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, grandchild, anybody. Get my book. You know what I'm saying? Definitely teach you some principles, man. But man, this was a great conversation. I love having you, Miss Whitney, on the show. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for agreeing to do this as well. And yeah, this was phenomenal conversation. And I always tell my guests, this is not the last time that you can come on the show. Like, if you got something else you want to talk about, feel free. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you so much for having me. And oh yeah, always down to talk about fitness. Mental health is so important. Physical health is so important. Just taking care of yourself. So thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you already know what it is. This your boy Chris Simmons alongside special guest Miss Whitney. We out. Take care, y'all. Peace.